another Ross Reviews, but today we are in the all-new Ranger Raptor. We are taking this thing lightly off-roading. We're in Baja Mode, and woo! The rear diff is locked, and we are going all over the place. Wow, what a machine, guys. Now, up front, you can see my camera looking in at me is probably all on the piss and going all over the joint. It is what it is. We're doing a little bit of light off-roading. Look, this is a new car, and we do have to say a huge thanks to Vans West for loaning this particular Ford Ranger Raptor out to us today. And these things are getting hard to get your hands on the orders. So if you want to get one of these things now, link is down in the description below. And yeah, this thing is a beautiful machine. So look, let's get into some light off-roading here, because this is what the Ranger Raptor is all about. Now, I have previously done the older Ranger Raptor with the 2-liter diesel. If you guys want to see that video, you can click the pop-up banner right here. Look, I really enjoyed that vehicle. I thought it was a great off-roader. You know, it was really fun off-road, but on the road, that thing just well and truly struggled. And this is what we have been waiting for, because now under the bonnet we have got that rock crawling. We've got a 3-liter twin turbocharged 6, and this thing makes 292 kilowatts and about 583 newton meters. So it is an upgrade across the board, because the baby little 2-liter diesel, that thing was only making about 150 kilowatts. So this is well and truly nearly double that. And mate, it is a lot of fun, and you can feel it. And look, again, just doing some basic off-roading here, guys. We are just at the power lines. It's, you know, we're not going to do anything too crazy here. It does get a little bit sketchy the further down you go. So let us just now drop this thing into a different drive mode out of the Baja, and we'll get 4-wheel drive going here. So we just put it into rock crawl mode. It is a bit rocky out here. And yeah, basically we just put it into neutral. It's going to shift for us. There we go. We're ready to go now. And the greatest thing about here, we've got a 360 camera. Whenever you put it in reverse, you got a great view out the back. You got a 360 camera down, you know, looking down. And it really helps when you're trying to maneuver this thing, because it is a big vehicle. This thing is over 2 ton. And, you know, even at the forward camera is really handy, because you can't quite see directly what's under you. If there's a big boulder there or something, and you've got this camera that just gives you eyes, gives you a spotter, and it's great. And, you know, look, guys, I don't know if you can really tell, this terrain, man, if I brought some other utes just off the showroom floor like this, mate, I would be damaging them all. They'd be struggling to just get over these obstacles, because these are big rocks out here. And, mate, this thing, you just put it in rock crawl mode. It just crawls nice and slow. You know, it's just got the grip. And, yeah, I am no off-roader. I am a novice for sure. And, you know, even I can do this basic stuff. It's a lot of fun. It really is. And this is what's so much fun about, you know, people who love to off-road. You can just go and buy this thing. It's got, you know, the Fox suspension in here, which is just why you want to buy this thing. We'll get into that later. You know, you've got the 17-inch alloy wheels here. You got the BF Goodrich all-terrains here, which just really are a good set of rubber here. And, you know, the drive modes, front and rear diff locker, the camera setup, just, man, it is an off-roading dream. And look, again, this thing, it's not a, I wouldn't say you're going to take this thing properly rock crawling on the craziest trails with the craziest enthusiasts, because this is, at the end of the day, it's not that. You know, this is the type of vehicle that you can run the kids to school, you can take it to the shops, and then without doing anything, you can conquer some pretty insane trails. All right, this is too much fun. I've had to put it back into Baja mode, and look, this car, it has this very advanced all-wheel drive system. It's basically dedicated all-wheel drive all the time, but when you do chuck it into Baja mode, you are able to put it into a 2-high mode, and turn this thing into an off-road drift machine. Like when you're on the soft stuff on a dirt road, man, it comes to life. You know, you've got flappy paddle shifters here. It's a 10-speed automatic, just like in the old one. You can really just kick the tail out so easily. You know, you can put it into manual mode too, so you just run the paddles here, and man alive, it is just too much fun, this thing. And this suspension as well, guys. Hold on, I need to send it up here. Whoa! Stay on the power! Stay on the power! Woo! Oh my word. Yep. This is a lot of fun. Like, oh man, I want one of these. Now let's just get into price here, because this thing, it is a little bit of money. It's a lot of money, actually. You're talking about 85 grand basically before on road. So you're gonna come out to like just over 90 grand by the time you walk out with one of these things. And if you're looking on the used market, you know, you can be spending anywhere from like 80 grand if you're super lucky to like 120 grand on the top end. Like it fluctuates with the demand of this thing, and it's a popular vehicle. Now, if you guys are new here, please make sure you guys go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button, click the bell notifications, hit the like button, because it really does help me out in getting more cars for the channel, showing more vehicles off. It is a massive, massive help. So hit the subscribe button. Let's get back into this Raptor. And look, guys, just bringing this out onto the highway now, again, this is the beauty of this vehicle, because you can really daily this thing. It's comfortable. This thing has enough power finally to legitimately overtake someone on the freeway. So, you know, that was my biggest complaint, again, in the old Ranger Raptor. It just didn't feel like it had enough go once you're at 100 Ks. This thing definitely does. You know, 292 kilowatt, that's a decent amount. And, you know, this twin turbo V6, definitely not the prettiest engine to look at under there. It is, you know, working on this thing looks like an absolute nightmare. But that is modern cars, I think, unfortunately. But I will say, you know, again, just the Fox suspension, it is adaptive here. So, you know, you've got the custom drive modes, and you can even adjust it on the fly here with your steering wheel button. So we can just chuck it into normal mode now that we're on the road. And this is going to stiffen up a little bit more, but still be soft enough, you know, so that you're not just leaning all over the place while you're taking a corner. And when you go off the road, again, they really kind of loosen it up so that it can just float and bounce off everything at speed, especially. It's really why you want to buy this thing, is that suspension alone. Now let's talk some of the technical things here. Look, the interior is beautiful. You know, you've got this really nice leather with some Alcantara red stitching. These seats, you got Raptor badge on the top of them here. They feel nice, they feel comfortable. You know, you've got the nice wheel as well, that sporty Raptor logo down there also. You've got these metal feeling paddle shifters, which it is nice that you've got that. I do really like that feature. And not to mention just all the cubby storage you have here. You know, the glove box, you got another little box above that in the center stack. Wireless charging here. You got Apple CarPlay, which is wireless, and Android Auto, wireless. Finally some cars here in Australia that are giving us wireless Apple CarPlay. I can't believe I'm saying it, but yeah, so many of the ones I get into, you got to have a wire plugged in. And it's just a lot of space in here. You know, this thing is wider by over 11 centimeters than the Wildtrak's Ranger. So, you know, this thing is a big vehicle, and, you know, if you are going to try and park this in the shopping mall, I wouldn't really recommend that, because it's going to be tight. We've got a massive infotainment system right here, which I actually am very impressed with, because they seem to have implemented it very well. You know, it's a very big screen, which sometimes I find is too daunting when it's too big of a screen and you got to use it for everything. They've done it right here, because you still have your air conditioning controls as physical buttons. Still got your volume knob down there. And then the rest of it, you're using Apple CarPlay, you're using your maps, things like that. It's just easy actually to navigate this thing. It really is. Now, unfortunately, because of the special suspension, the Fox Racing suspension we have in this vehicle, the payload and towing rating is its biggest Achilles heel, because this is only rated, braked at 2.5 ton, where if you do go to the highest spec wild tracks, you are going to be able to tow braked 3.5 ton. And even for the back, the carry capacity is only rated at about 717 kilograms. So again, it's a trade-off, it's a compromise. I would not buy this vehicle if I was going to be doing some heavy towing all the time. But again, this is the badass Ute. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's got the power, it's got the noise now as well. I think this sounds pretty damn good for a Ute. And it's got that suspension is what you want. Take this thing off-road, you can go flat out. It's a huge amount of fun. That's why you buy this thing. But what do you guys think? Around 91 grand here, drive away. Is that too much money? Or is that an acceptable amount? I think it's an acceptable amount considering the tech in here, considering the capabilities off-road, considering just how fun this thing is, and when you plant it. Yeah, there's very, very few Utes that I have been able to do that in, and have such a smile as well. You know what I mean? This is a thing of beauty. I think Ford's cracked it, and I think they are going to do very well with this particular model. And look, guys, we've just put it into sport mode, and man alive, for a Ute, it is really ridiculous that and you can even hear the turbos kind of doing a bit of a whoosh, when you let off. You can actually see the little Garrett turbos down there, which is cool. But yeah, it's crazy. It makes a bit of a funny noise, but you know what? I enjoy it. I absolutely enjoy this thing. Just everything from its handling, from the power, from the view out front. It's just perfect. This is a perfect Ute for here in Australia. It's not so gigantic that you can't take it anywhere. You can still take this thing to the shops. Yes, it's big. Yes, it will be difficult. But you've got the 360 cameras. This thing isn't quite as huge as an F-150. And I really think this is the sweet spot. This is the sweet spot. Obviously, I'd love to see a 700 horsepower Hellcat motor in this thing, but that twin turbo V6, it is healthy. Yeah, good job. Bravo, Ford. Bravo. And again, guys, just the interior features, even up here, you've got 6 different aux switches, which feel like you're in a bloody fighter jet or something, man. And it's just so convenient because you can rig up light bars, whatever kind of electronics you want to run on this car, assign it to whichever switch you want, and you're done. That is what you want. So, all right, guys, let's do the 0 to 100. This road seems to be flat enough, so we are just going to pull over here. And there is no launch control or anything, so we'll just build the revs up a bit. And there we go. Actually, turn traction control off, too. There we go. Go, go, go. Yeah, man. Hey, for a 2-ton vehicle We cannot be dissatisfied with that. So let us actually see what time we got here. 6.5 seconds happened there, and I reckon this has got a lot more in it. I'm quite confident this thing should be under 6 seconds. So I'm gonna fiddle around here with the settings, and we are gonna attempt that one more time. Sport mode. Come on! I don't know. If you're in the perfect circumstances, I have seen videos of people getting this thing under 6 seconds. Let me have a look. I don't feel like we quite hit that. 6.5, guys, is what I personally can get in this vehicle today on a back road. You know, it's not a prep surface or anything. This is a big 2-ton ute. Let's not forget, I have seen videos under 6 seconds. It's possible. You just got to play around with these settings. Now, I'm going to finish the video off here today, guys. So, look, a huge thank you to Vans West for loaning me this particular Ford Ranger Raptor. This is the best ute you can get right now here in Australia. And for the money especially, I really don't think you're going to get a better deal. So, if you got the cash, you want to get the best bang for buck ute, man, just go to your local dealer. Go check it out. Vans West, this is for sale. And, yeah, buy this thing. Just buy this thing. It's a blast to drive. It ticks all the boxes. Yeah, I think it could be the best ute of the year for sure. I think it will be, 100%. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. And as always, guys, we'll see ya on that next video.